Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. A couple of items to get to before I go over a whole lot of weather over the next several days. First of all, I know a lot of you are asking about the winter weather contest. We will have a winter weather contest. It's just going to be slightly different this year. I'm working on details at this time. There's a chance, at least, it's going to be a little different this year. The time parameters are going to be different. Working on some great prizes, of course. But stay tuned for that. The second thing is the previous storm system. As you know, I was very hesitant about tornadoes and the enhanced risk that was issued. I thought the main threat would be flooding and some damaging winds. Thankfully, no tornadoes across the state. It was one of those high shear, low cape environments again. And I told you I thought it was going to be much different compared to what that late October '09 system brought. Remember the analog, if you watch some of the videos, I said I think that as far as the rain is analog, yeah, I think we're going to see some significant rainfall, but as the late '09 system, 2009, did bring a lot of tornadoes with it, and I didn't think that that was going to be the case with this one. Glad that forecast worked out. And now let's get into what we're looking at towards the middle to end of next week. And this is the GFS, and looks like a whole lot of gobbledygook. Yes, that is a technical term. But I don't think the GFS or any of the computer models are exactly handling all this energy bundling. This is 500 millibars, 20,000 feet up in the atmosphere. Strong upper low here, and then everything that's going to be left out here with the northern branch digging down. I still think there's some timing differences as to how much energy gets pulled into the western United States. But nevertheless, it's going to happen. There will be some here. There'll be digging of the northern stream here while this comes down through the south. But anyway, the thing that I really wanted to show you, what is consistent, is this ridging up and over into Alaska and western portions of Canada. Whenever you see ridging going up here, we're talking about the far east Pacific. Whenever you see that, look out, here comes the cold air. We got very cold air. We told you several days ago that this weekend would bring the first widespread freeze, and now that's what everybody's talking about. Well, let's move on and look and see what's going to happen next. So anyway, so we see that going, and that's the GFS. Now I'm going to go to, this is weatherbell.com, all right? And this is the GFS ensemble. I believe it's the 12Z run, from the 12Z run today. And what this is showing you, first of all, ensemble is a bunch of its computer model members put together. And this is the mean, the average. And what it's doing is it's putting out near surface temperatures, anomalies in degrees Celsius. So the departure from average in degrees Celsius. And you see this the scale here on the right. If you get into the purples, that's Barney cold. When you get into the reds, that's hot is not hot, but warmer, warmer than average. You could have temperatures. I can't say hot because you could have up here 60. See that? Well above average up here, and in Greenland, in the Northwest Territories of Canada, on up in the Arctic Circle, western portions of Alaska. You could have all those. It's still cold. It's just above average. So anyway, this is the in degrees Celsius. Let me see if I can get the days here. This is at 108 hours. So this is the 22nd through the 23rd. And this is the core of the cold that's coming this weekend, and then it moves away. So this is showing the anomalies in degrees Celsius of 9, 10, 11 degrees below average in degrees Celsius again from the mean temperature. And these are one-day averages. Let's just jump ahead to 7 days. And this is the 25th through the 26th. And I think Thanksgiving is on the 26th. So it's a week from today. So yeah, it's the 26th. So what this model is saying is, this is the thing I want to show you. You see all these warmer than average, these anomalies, these warmer anomalies building into Alaska. That's that ridge going up, and look where the cold air goes. Not quite sure if the model is handling about how much gets pulled over the Continental Divide and gets dropped into the western United States. You can already see it seeing the Continental Divide and keeping the coldest temperatures at least just to the right of the Continental Divide. But you see the leading edge of this very cold air coming down the plains. This is day 6 through 7, the mean temperature anomaly. Hopefully this will arrive a little bit sooner, and we can get, hopefully it arrives a little sooner, we get a colder Thanksgiving. But this is indicating at least the day before Thanksgiving, warmer than average temperatures here, a little cooler along the East Coast. But there's a boundary, a very strong one. So this is the 26th to the 27th, way warmer than average. It shows here. It has the Arctic air building. See how warm that is? The ridge building there, dislodging the cold air, sending it towards the south. But this is warm air out ahead of the frontal boundary. There looks to be at least a good chance for showers and thunderstorms with that boundary. It's just when does that come through is the question. So that's 8 days out. Let's just jump to 10 days out. This is the 28th through the 29th. So when I say 28th through 20th, I'm saying 6 a.m. on the 28th to 6 a.m. on the 29th. Day 9 through 10, temperature anomalies. Do you see how the model is picking up on the coldest of the air heading towards on the east side of the continental divide? Cold air is heavy and it's dense, and so it drains. It's like water. You pour a cup of water on a slanted table, and it just pours down the hill. It looks for the path of least resistance. It's so heavy and dense that it can't go over the continental divide unless it's very deep. So you see this charging down the plains. And of course, the Ozarks tend to hold up the colder air as usual. You see it diving a blue norther down there into Texas, according to this computer model. And then 11 days out, look how cold overwhelms the central United States. This is the 29th through the 30th. This is the 30th through the 1st, 30th through December 1st, and that's day 12. Let's just go straight out to day 14. And the temperature anomalies are showing 4, 5, 6 degrees below the average in degrees Celsius. And then let's go all the way out to 16 days. Why not? Well below average. But you see the above average temperatures building here, the ridging. Let's look at it in 5-day chunks. Well, I still got a little bit of time. In 5-day chunks, this will be fun. The 19th through the 24th, well below average. All right, so let's go the 5 to 10 days. There's the warming ahead of it by the beginning to middle of next week. The cold air is leaving. So this is the 24th through the 29th. There's the cold air coming down. Let's go to the next 5-day chunk. This is day 10 through day 15. So this is the 29th through December 4th. And you see the cold air is large and in charge across much of the central United States. So, in summary, again, as we first told you here on the Arkansas Weather Blog, it looks like many locations will have their first freeze. Not Saturday morning, it's going to be Sunday morning and Monday morning. And then the warm-up should begin ahead of the next boundary. When that arrives on Thanksgiving Day or the following day on Friday, how fast it gets here, how all that plays out. The timing of that is still in question because we're so far out, but it's about a week, 7, 8, 9 days away, right in that time period. And then we should transition to some more colder air coming in. And it could be some really cold air. I like that. Moisture, you're saying, Todd, what about moisture? When I look at the long range stuff like that, I look at the temperatures first, and then I start really honing in on if there's any moisture that gets involved. And right now, I don't see any. But that could always change. We are getting to that time of the year. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. Remember, with the winter weather contest, we'll be kicking off soon. Again, thanks for coming. We are your ticket to big weather events.